Look at your palm right now. If you carry the M mark, this is not a message you found. This is a message that was sent to you. The clock is ticking, and what I am about to reveal is not a prediction. It is a warning and a guide. A map left behind by the one prophet who saw our time with terrifying clarity. Nostradamus. For centuries, scholars have pored over Nostradamus' quatrains, predicting wars, disasters, and the rise and fall of empires. But they all miss something. A series of hidden verses, a lost chapter that wasn't about the world at large. It was about a specific group of souls. Souls he called the bearers of the silent seal. The souls marked with the letter M. This lost prophecy speaks of the year 2026, not as a year of fire or flood for all, but as a year of a great energetic schism, a vibrational splitting of worlds. A time when the frequency of the earth will become unbearable for those with heightened sensitivity, unless they are in the right place. This is not about fear. This is about preparation. Nostradamus did not just leave a warning. He left a map. A map leading to 3 specific locations on Earth. 3 energetic havens or sacred anchors where marked souls are not only meant to survive the coming shift but to thrive and lead the awakening of the new world. Over the next 20 minutes, I will reveal these 3 countries to you. I will explain why these locations were chosen, what will happen there, and what your specific role will be. This is the knowledge the universe needs you to have right now. This is the truth your soul has been waiting lifetimes to remember. If you feel the truth of these words resonating in your chest, if you feel that familiar pull of destiny that has guided your entire life, I want you to comment below right now with the words I am listening. Let the universe know you are receiving this transmission. Let us see how many of us, the bearers of the mark, are gathering here today in this sacred digital space. This is not just a video. This is a convergence. And your conscious choice to listen is the first step on the path that has been laid out for you. Before I reveal the first sacred haven, you must understand the nature of the shift itself. The Great Schism of 2026, as described in the hidden texts of Nostradamus, is not a physical cataclysm that you will see on the news. It is an internal vibrational event that will feel like the world is tearing in two. He spoke of the sky burning with 2 suns. Not a literal event, but a powerful metaphor for 2 diverging realities. 2 timelines coexisting in the same space, but vibrating on entirely different frequencies. One timeline will descend deeper into chaos, into the noise of fear, misinformation, and division. It is the timeline of the old dying world. The other timeline, the new earth, will ascend into a higher frequency of truth, compassion, and profound spiritual connection. For most of humanity, the choice between these timelines will be unconscious. But not for you. Because the M on your palm is not just a set of lines. It is an energetic signature. It marks you as a soul with a highly advanced spiritual nervous system. You are an antenna for cosmic energy. It is the very reason you have always felt everything so deeply. It is why you can feel a lie before it is spoken. It is why you absorb the emotions of a room as if they were your own. This sensitivity is your divine gift. But as the old world's frequency becomes more chaotic in 2026, this gift, if left unprotected, will become an unbearable burden. Your soul will feel like it is being torn apart by the static of the old timeline. This is why Nostradamus left the map. He wasn't mapping a physical escape route. He was mapping an energetic necessity, a guide to the places where the Earth's new higher frequency will be anchored. First creating a sanctuary for the most sensitive souls to stabilize, to grow, and to prepare for their true mission. And so we stand at a threshold, a moment of choice. The path forward requires a conscious yes from you. If your soul feels the pull to step fully into this journey of awakening to discover these sacred havens and your place within them, then make your intention known. Subscribe to this Point Taken channel now, not just as a click, but as a commitment to your own soul's contract. If you are not yet ready for that commitment, but you feel the undeniable truth in these words, then simply press the like button. Let it be a silent nod to the universe, an acknowledgement that you are awake and you are listening. Either choice sends a powerful signal. The path you choose now will determine the energy you carry into the revelations that are about to unfold. Let us begin. Before I reveal the first sacred haven, you must understand the nature of the shift itself. Why 2026? What makes this year the pivot point upon which the destiny of the world will turn? The Great Schism, as described in the hidden texts of Nostradamus, is not a physical cataclysm that you will see on the evening news. It is an internal vibrational event that will feel to the most sensitive souls like the world is tearing in two. He spoke of the sky burning with 2 suns. Not a literal astronomical event, but a powerful metaphor for two diverging realities. Two timelines coexisting in the same space but vibrating on entirely different frequencies. One timeline, the one most of humanity is currently locked into, will descend deeper into a state of chaos. It is the frequency of fear, of digital noise, of misinformation, and of profound spiritual separation. It is the timeline of the old dying world clinging desperately to its structures of control and illusion. The other timeline, the new Earth, will begin to solidify. It will ascend into a higher frequency of truth, of compassion, of heart-centered community, and of a deep, undeniable connection to the divine. For most of humanity, the choice between these timelines will be unconscious, a slow drift determined by their actions and their state of awareness. But not for you. Because the M on your palm is not just a set of lines. It is an energetic signature. It is a cosmic identifier marking you as a soul with a highly advanced spiritual nervous system. You are an antenna for the universe's subtlest energies. It is the very reason you have always felt everything so deeply. It is why you can feel a lie before it is spoken, a tension in a room before a single word is uttered. It is why you absorb the emotions of those around you as if they were your own feeling, their pain, and their joy as a physical sensation in your own body. This sensitivity is your divine gift. It is your soul's compass. But as the old world's frequency plummets and becomes more violently chaotic in 2026, this gift, if left unprotected in the wrong energetic environment, will become an unbearable burden. Your soul will feel like it is being torn apart by the static of the old timeline. The noise will become deafening. The inauthenticity will feel like a physical poison. You will experience a level of spiritual exhaustion that few can comprehend. A sense of being completely untethered, lost between worlds. This is why you have always felt different. Why you have struggled with feeling overwhelmed. While you have craved silence and solitude, your spiritual nervous system is more advanced, more finely tuned than those around you. And in 2026, it requires a new environment to function, to breathe, to fulfill its purpose. Nostradamus knew this. His prophecy was not a vision of doom, but an act of profound compassion for the souls he knew would be on the front lines of this great shift. He wasn't mapping a physical escape route from a disaster. He was mapping an energetic necessity, a guide to the specific places on the planet where the Earth's new higher frequency will be anchored first and strongest. These are not just locations. They are sanctuaries, vibrational cradles created by Gaia herself, designed to protect her most sensitive children, to allow you to stabilize your energy, to amplify your gifts, and to prepare for the true mission that lies ahead, guiding others through the veil. Now, the time has come to reveal the first of these sacred havens. Listen with your heart. You may feel a strange sense of familiarity, a pull as if a part of you already knows the way home. The first haven that Nostradamus pointed to in his cryptic map is a land of dramatic landscapes of volcanic fire and of deep grounding earth energy. It is a place relatively new in geological terms, but ancient, almost primordial in its spiritual memory. He wrote of a sanctuary at the edge of the world, a place of profound isolation that would serve as a womb for the new dawn. He called it, in his symbolic language, the land of the long white cloud. Today, we know this place as New Zealand. It is no accident that this island nation was chosen. Its geographic isolation is its first line of defense, creating a natural buffer not just from the physical turmoil of the world, but from the dense chaotic psychic energy that will blanket the major continents. But the true reason runs deeper into the very heart of the planet's forgotten history. Ancient esoteric traditions speak of New Zealand as one of the last remaining mountain peaks of a lost sunken continent, a continent known as Lemura or Mu. Lemura was not just a place. It was a state of consciousness. A civilization that lived in perfect harmony with nature. A society whose heart beat in unison with the heart of Gaia. That energy, that pure heart-sea-centered frequency was never lost. It is dormant, held within the crystalline structures of New Zealand's land. As the great schism of 2026 unfolds, this Lemuran energy will reawaken with incredible force. The land itself will begin to vibrate at a frequency that purifies grounds and nurtures the sensitive nervous systems of M-mark souls. The raw, untamed nature, the steaming volcanoes, the lush forests, the pristine waters will act as a spiritual bomb, washing away the energetic static of the old world and reconnecting you to the primal heartbeat of the planet. And what is your mission in this haven? Nostradamus was clear. Those drawn to this land are the memory keepers. Your purpose in this sanctuary is not to hide, but to remember. Clear's throat. You are there to connect with the land, to listen to its whispers, to learn its ancient wisdom, and to help form the first new communities that will be based on balance, sustainability, and a sacred reverence for nature. You are there to anchor the memory of the old way, of being the Lemurian way of heart-sea-centered consciousness into the very foundation of the new world. By your very presence, you will help to reactivate the heart chakra of the planet, creating a stable, loving foundation from which the new humanity can be reborn. Now, let us turn our gaze from the edge of the world to its very spine. The second sanctuary is a place of dizzying heights and profound spiritual history. It is a land where the veil between worlds is notoriously thin, where ancient civilizations built their temples not just on the earth but in communion with the stars. Nostradamus referred to this powerful energetic meridian as the spine of the serpent god. This celestial energy line runs through the Andes Mountains, pointing with unmistakable precision to the sacred lands of Peru. The power of this location is multifaceted. The Andes mountain range itself is one of the most powerful ley lines on the planet, a major artery of Earth's energetic circulatory system. To be there is to be plugged directly into the raw power of Gaia's life force. But there is more. This region holds the accumulated wisdom of ancient civilizations, most notably the Incas, who were masters of cosmology, shamanism, and energy work. They did not see the earth and the sky as separate. To them, they were one interconnected reality. The sacred sites scattered throughout this land, Machu Picchu, Ollantaytambo, and the mystical Lake Titicaca are not just ruins. They are active energetic portals calibrated to receive and transmit cosmic information for the I.M. Mark Soul Peru offers something entirely different from the grounding energy of New Zealand. The high altitude physically and spiritually lifts you. It elevates your consciousness above the dense, heavy emotional fog that will cover the lowlands of the planet. Breathing the thin, pure mountain air is a form of spiritual purification. In clearing your mind and opening your higher chakras, the chaotic noise of the old world simply cannot reach you here. This is a place for clarity, for vision, for receiving divine guidance. Your mission in this haven is that of the wisdom seeker. You are not there to ground the new world, but to receive its divine blueprint. Your purpose is to learn the ancient shamanic practices of the Andes, to understand the cosmic cycles, and to translate this higher knowledge into practical spiritual guidance for the new communities that will form. You are the bridge between the wisdom of the stars and the needs of a newly awakening humanity. You are the seers, the teachers, and the guides who will interpret the messages of the cosmos and help build a society based not on material illusion, but on universal truth. From the heart of the earth in New Zealand and the spine of the sky in Peru, the map now leads us to our final anchor point. This is a land of ancient traditions where discipline and spirit are seen as one and the same. An island nation forged by volcanic fire and steeped in the profound concept of purity, balance, and the sacredness of the present moment. Nostradamus cryptically called this place the land where the sun is born first. This final haven points unmistakably to Japan. At first glance, this might seem like a paradox. How can a technologically advanced and densely populated nation be an energetic sanctuary? The secret lies not in its modernity but in its ancient unshakable cultural and spiritual core. The traditions of Shintoism and Zen Buddhism have infused the very fabric of Japanese society with a unique energetic signature, one of intense discipline, mindfulness, and the pursuit of purity. This creates a powerful energetic shield, a collective field of coherence that naturally repels mental and emotional chaos. While the rest of the world is lost in the noise of distraction and fear, the deep cultural programming here is one of focus, respect, and inner stillness. For the M-marked soul whose mind is constantly bombarded by external stimuli, Japan offers a sanctuary of order and peace. The practice of mindfulness is not just a meditation technique here. It is a way of life. From the art of a tea ceremony to the design of a garden, everything is an exercise in being fully present. This environment acts as a training ground, teaching your sensitive soul how to master its own energy, how to find silence within the storm, and how to create beauty and harmony amidst a world that is falling apart. It is a land that teaches you not to run from the world, but to perfect your place within it. Your mission in this third haven is the most subtle and perhaps the most important. You are the frequency holders. You are not there to remember the past like in New Zealand or to receive wisdom for the future like in Peru. You are there to master the present. Your purpose is to practice and embody the principles of balance, harmony, and mindfulness with such dedication that your very being becomes a stabilizing force. Your presence, your calm, your centeredness will help to stabilize the new Earth's energetic grid from within. You will create a calm, coherent frequency that allows others around the world to awaken peacefully without being consumed by fear. You are the silent, steady heart of the new paradigm. But why these three locations? Why this specific constellation of sanctuaries scattered across the globe? It is not random. It is not arbitrary. Look at them on a map. See them with your inner eye. New Zealand, Peru, Japan. They form a vast sacred triad across the Pacific Ocean, the largest body of water on our planet. This is not a coincidence. It is a feat of cosmic engineering, a divine design of breathtaking elegance. Nostradamus was not just naming countries. He was identifying the three primary anchor points of the new Earth's energetic grid. Think of them as the three legs of a tripod upon which the reality of the new world will be built and stabilized. Each point holds a unique and essential piece of the whole. New Zealand represents the anchor of Earth. It is the grounding force, the connection to our physical bodies, to the planet itself, and to the ancient primordial memory of our origins. It is the foundation. Peru represents the anchor of sky. It is the conduit for higher wisdom, for expanded consciousness, and for our sacred connection to the cosmos, to the stars from which our souls first came. It is the vision, and Japan represents the anchor of spirit. It is the nexus of the heart, the embodiment of balance and the mastery of the sacred present moment where earth and sky meet. It is the living breathing center. Together they create a perfectly balanced, stabilized energetic field. Earth, sky, and spirit, past, future and present, foundation, vision, and embodiment. This sacred geometry is the energetic architecture that will allow the new Earth to manifest as a stable physical reality. And you, the souls who carry the M mark, you're the ones who are chosen to travel to these points physically or spiritually to activate them with your consciousness and to energize this divine grid. But what if you cannot travel? What if you are bound to your home by duty, by family, by circumstance? Did Nostradamus mean this prophecy only for a chosen few who could afford a plane ticket? No. For some, the journey will be literal. They will be called and they will go. But for most, Nostradamus was speaking in a deeper, more profound code. These three havens are not just places on a map. They are states of being you must cultivate within yourself. No matter where you are on the planet, the map is not just external, it is internal. You must find your New Zealand within. You must ground yourself daily. Walk barefoot on the earth. Connect with nature. Disconnect from the digital chaos and remember the simple profound truth of your physical existence. Grounding is your survival. You must find your Peru within. You must seek higher wisdom. Turn off the noise of the world and listen to the whispers of your soul. Meditate. Study ancient truths. Look up at the stars and remember your cosmic heritage. Expanding your consciousness is your liberation. And you must find your Japan within. You must practice the sacred art of being present. Find the peace in a single breath. Bring mindfulness to your daily tasks. Cultivate inner balance and harmony even when the world outside is raging. Mastering your spirit is your mission. The M on your palm is your compass. Your intuition is your true guide. The map that Nostradamus left is not just on the globe. It is encoded within your very soul. You see, the ultimate sanctuary is not a place you go to. It is the state of consciousness you create. You're not just a survivor of the Great Shift. You are its architect, an anchor for the new Earth. Wherever you stand, you are born for this time. You are ready. The prophecy is now revealed. The path is clear. All that is left is for you to claim your role in this divine plan. In the comments below, I want you to make a sacred declaration to the universe, a conscious activation of your soul's purpose. Type with power and intention. I am the anchor. Feel the truth of those words as you write them. You're not just typing words on a screen. You are activating your soul's contract. You're sending a signal of light, a pulse of readiness that will ripple across the energetic grid of the planet, connecting you with every other M-marked soul who is awakening at this very moment. If this message has awakened the truth within you, subscribe to this Point Taken channel and prepare for our next transmission. We will decode the specific spiritual task that each marked soul must complete before the 2026 shift begins and the one dangerous illusion you must avoid at all costs. You do not want to walk into this new era unprepared. The journey has just begun. Welcome home.